Hi, I'm going to run through the policy manager, funeral policy administration software. Software is basically designed for your front-end staff in mind, front-end staff users in mind. It's designed as a Windows desktop app. As you can see, the interface is pretty straightforward, very easy to use. I'll start by logging in and then creating a new policy. So I'm going to log in as guest. Just going to type in the password over here. Okay, I'm going to click the new policy button. You can see we've got the agents there, branch, if you've got different branches within your organization. The database is in the cloud, so anything you capture at any branch, the other branch will be able to see. We'll make the commencement date today. We'll say discovery, we'll make it a 1+5, 3,000 Rand cover. The system will give you the member cover and then the total premium. We'll make it Mr. Nkosi, and it's Joseph. And we'll give Joseph an ID number. Let's make Joseph 40 something. 1980 01 02 540008 08, and that's gonna be, I'm gonna put there 3. It's supposed to be 4 just to demonstrate that the system does check the ID number. Okay, so he was born Mr. That's 1 Main Street, Johannesburg. Okay, Johannesburg, and we'll give them a phone number. I'm just going to say save. You'll see it says invalid ID number. So let's check the ID number. I'm just going to save. Creates a policy number DEV846. So we'll use that policy number throughout. Okay, we've got the policy number there. It's going to say additional member. Going to add a spouse. Nkosi. No ruler. If you don't have an ID, you can put in the passport in there and just use the date of birth. 1986. Let's say 0103. Okay. She's married. And that's 1986, January 3rd. It's Mrs., so it's female. Here the address and stuff is not mandatory, so I'm just going to say save. And we'll save, let's just add an extended Nkosi. Simon, and he's the nephew. Okay, he's single. Alright, let's make him an AMA 2000. Smile, save. Okay, then we'll just keep adding extended, dependent, spouse, beneficiaries, and so forth. Once you finish, you'll say close, and you'll see all the members are listed over here. If you need to add more, if you forget, you can just go back to additional members and add. I'm not going to. You'll say next. If you need to add a beneficiary, you'll tick there, type in the beneficiary details, and then send for authorization. On the left hand side here, if you are an EasyPay account holder, you know, EasyPay where you can pay ShopRite, Woolworths, Checkers, Boxer, Checkers, wherever, the system will generate an EasyPay number automatically, and that number will be reflected over here. Alright, I'm just going to send for authorization. Okay, policy sent for authorization. Okay, I'm just going to search for that policy. It's the same policy, Dev 846, so you can search by ID number, passport, surname, EasyPay number, date of birth, or cell number. I'm just going to use the policy number, say search, and then just wait for it to open. You'll see the policy is in a captured state. Okay, the idea is that a supervisor, yet somebody would capture it, and then a supervisor would authorize it afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to approve this policy, and you'll see the policy is now in force. So on your underwriter report, the policy will now show. Captured policies or cancelled policies will not show under your underwriter report. So please make sure you approve the policies and that they are in force. Okay. On top here, you'll see different tabs for different functions of the policies. Okay, but let's start on the front here. You'll see there's the main member Joseph and all his details on the top here. If you want to check another member's details, you select Nonvula, and there's her details. Simon, there's his details. If you need to make a change, I'm just going to change that to 77 for Simon. I'm going to save it, and Simon's details are saved. Okay, select Simon again, you'll see it's changed. If I scroll to the right at the bottom here, it shows the waiting period based on the product. So it's usually 6 months, which is 181 days, that all three of them have got to wait, okay, before they could claim. Okay. Skip payment details for now. I'll come back to that. Certificates. This is the membership certificate, the policy document that is handed to the client to prove that the client does have a policy with you, like a confirmation document or policy document. We call it a membership certificate. Okay. And there you've got the business details, or the parlor's details will go on the top here. Okay. With the full policy details over there, the member's name and address, today's date, the commencement date of the policy, a list of all the members on the policy, their cover amounts, and obviously the total premium on top there. And then you can print the certificate. You'll add your terms and conditions, you'll print the certificate, and then you'll hand that to the client. Okay. If you've got different terms and conditions, or you want the client to sign the membership certificate, you'll print two, keep one, depends on your business model. Alright. If you want to convert the policy, so you'll see this policy is on a 1+5, under 65, 3,000. So the client wants to upgrade to, let's say, a 1+9, and you want 7,500 cover. Okay. I'm going to convert the policy, hit convert, and you'll see it is now 1+9, 7,500 cover. The premium is changed and the cover amount is changed. Okay. If should you wish to manually change the premium, you can do it here for administrators and supervisors only, so you have to have the rights to be able to do it. Okay. Okay, we changed the policy type, so I'm just going to view the membership certificate again. As you can see, it is now a 1+9, 7,500, covers changed, premiums changed. You print the client a new policy document and then hand it to the client. The date that was printed, issued is on top there. Okay. I'm going to go to notes and SMS. So the notes is basically if the staff member wants to take a note, well, as it says, a note. You'll say new note, client, please bring wife's ID book. Alright, you'll save the note and the note will be there on the system. Date and time, who captured the note, and what is requested, so that every time this policy is accessed, you will have the pop-up, a pop-up, right? It'll pop up before the policy is open. So if the client goes to another branch or another staff member helps the client, the note will pop up and a staff member will be made aware that this person is looking for the wife's ID book. Once they've received the ID book and the issue has been resolved, we just click resolved. You'll save, say OK, and when the search for the policy again, you'll see it just opens, okay, but the note will still be there. Okay, the note will still be there, so the system will keep the notes historically. Let me just do another note, just for demonstration purposes. There's another note. I'm going to save it, search it. You have the pop-up again, which will pop up until that notice is marked as resolved. Say resolved. You can also add resolved, thanks, save it, and it will be marked as resolved. So there's the previous one, there's the previous one, previous one, and this one, previous one, and this one. Okay, so the system keeps a history. On the right hand side here, you can send SMSs to the clients. Hi, please come and pay for February. And I'm going to send the SMS, and then Joseph will receive the SMS. You can view the SMS history there. Okay. Hi, please come and pay. Shows the business, signs the business. This is the welcome note where we okay, so you can see the SMS history here. Alright. So Audit Trails keeps track of every change that was made on the system. If a staff member changes a name, surname, adds a member, removes a member, it's recorded here. You'll see it's categorized by date and then the action taken there. So every record is a change that was made on the system. Scrolling from left to right. There I added the member, I created the policy. I added the member, the wife. Okay, let me just do it this way. I added the spouse. Added the extended. Okay, there the policy was approved. This is where I changed the passport number from to, so from. I'm just going to scroll to the right, open it up. So I change the passport number from that to that. Okay, this is where we change the product from 1 plus 5 to 1 plus 9. Okay, so any change that's made in the system for the policy is recorded here. Alright. Payments detailed view. We'll come back to that when we do payments. And then your document section. You can add documents to the system if you wish. Okay, IDs, BI forms, debt certificates, whatever your application form, whatever you want to add to the system. Okay, I'm just going to hit browse to get the document. Okay, I'm going to upload the test ID. Right, let's say client. Okay, let's say make it non-Fula ID book. Upload the document, and the document will be listed there. Okay, so when you access the policy again, 2026. Yeah, it's the right one. Load Novula. Then you can see Novula ID book. Say select. And you can then open the ID. And then the ID book will be there for you to view. So you can add more documents, keeping in mind that there's a storage capacity. Keeping in mind the storage capacity. Alright, thanks. Alright, so that covers the load documents. Okay, let's do a payment on this policy. Let me just get that policy number again. Right, so the payments you can search by policy number, ID number, date of birth, cell number, or easy pay number. We'll use the policy number. If it's unique, you'll say search. The system will tell you which month is due. You can select the months there. Okay, February, multiple months if you need to. Okay, but you cannot skip. Okay, and the system will generate a receipt that you will then print on the receipt printer. I'm just going to make it bigger so it's more visible. So it's a receipt number, the date and time, the policy number, policy holder, the amount paid, the cashier, how many months was paid for, and which months were paid for. Okay. We'll print that receipt on the receipt printer and then give that to the client. Okay. I'm just going to close that. I'm just going to return back here just to illustrate the payments. Okay, so we've made that payment for 2 months. There it is. You'll see that's one receipt split into two. It's 300. 150 is the premium. 300 split into two, and we paid for February and March 2026. Okay, that's the payments. As to pay the policies. If you want to pay a society or a scheme or group scheme or whatever, that would be the functionality there. Alright, I'll show you how to create a group scheme just now. So we're going to choose a society. Let's just take local scheme. Okay, that's already been paid. Let's take another one. Mom's House Women Club. It's already been paid. Okay, let's take Rise Society. So it gives a list of all the members. You can select members that or deselect members that haven't paid, and you'll see the premium changes on that side. I'm just going to say select all. Bottom policy is not in force. Okay, and then the system will issue a receipt. I'm just going to make it bigger. Right, it'll tell you which month was paid for, the society name, receipt number, and there's a list of each policy that was paid at the bottom here. So societies are divided into policies. It could be one society made up of many policies all grouped together as a product. Okay, I'm just going to close that. Move on to the next one, additional payment functions. So petty cash, say 200, they want to go and buy tea and coffee. Staff members, we're going to withdraw the petty cash, and the system is going to generate a receipt for the petty cash. You'll see it's a negative amount. Okay, paying for tea and coffee. Okay, yeah, I spelled coffee wrong, but okay, it's one of those things. Alright, here you can do your cashing up. So load unbanked transactions. These are all the transactions that were done since the staff member cashed up last time. I'm going to say bank. Okay, and I'll just make that bigger. So cash up slip, total cash that was collected, the petty cash that we withdrew just now. So it's the petty cash minus the total cash. The total is supposed to bank as 2495. So at the end of the day, when they cash up, the guy's supposed to have 24, or the lady 2495 in their till. Alright. More payment functions, search reverse. So if you want to reverse a payment, you can do it here. Only supervisors have access to this. If they paid incorrectly or for whatever reason they want to reverse, they can do it there. Generate invoices. So on the payment side here, you'll see invoices are generated for 12 months ahead until February 2027. If the client would like to pay further ahead, you would generate invoices there. So I'm just going to take it till December 2027. Okay, so now we've generated the invoices. I'm going to go back to payments, search, and you'll see the system allows you to pay until December 2027 now. Okay. Sales invoices. So if the client has got wants to do a cash funeral or buy flowers or a casket or whatever extra, you will do it here. So the system is going to generate professional invoice for you. Street, he stays in Joburg as well. Okay, they all stay in the same yard, ne? Mr. Smith and Mr. Nkosi. Alright, so I'm going to say add an item code, let's say CSK, and it's a casket, and it's 70,000 Rand. Let's add some flowers. Say 250, okay. Let's say 100 chairs. How much is a chair? 10 Rand. Alright. Okay. And then one tent, 500. Right. Then you save and print. Okay, and the system will generate an invoice for you. So this is an A4 invoice. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger so it's visible. Too big. Alright, 50%. Okay, so it's an A4 invoice that the client can then print on A4 paper. It's got all the business details, invoice number, date, amount due, with each line item as we created it on the system there with the total, and then you can then pay it against the invoice. Just say pay full amount, pay, and the system will then generate a receipt which will then match up with the invoice and hand to the client as proof that he has paid. Okay. Okay, claim section. Claim section is basically there to keep a record of claims. Let's kill Simon. Okay, we've got the deceased details there. Commencement date, okay. You'll type in the claimant's details there. Okay, let's say Mr. Smith. Alright. And you'll see Simon is now marked as deceased. Okay. Then under the claims, if you want to add documents, the document function is there as well. Simon with all his details, John, and you can upload documents there as well. Okay, same as before. So if you want to upload the BI or the death certificate, whatever, you can upload it there. Okay, scheduling. This is to schedule funerals. Works more or less the same as Outlook, Microsoft Outlook's calendar. Who did we kill? Simon's funeral, and we'll make it today. Let's say 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock. We'll save it, and you'll see Simon's funeral is listed. So you can schedule the funerals according to branch, per branch, and it will save it so that you've got an overview or a record of all the funerals for that day for each branch. Alright. You'll see on the claims thing here as well. You can book the funeral, and whatever date and time you put in there will be added to the schedule over here. Okay. Okay, approvals. Approvals basically just to approve a claim and a policy. Alright. Okay. Set the policy will be in a captured state, as I showed in the beginning. Same with the claim. As for supervisors only, you'll see the system is subdivided into policy processing on the left, system administration. Ideally, only administrators and supervisors will have access to this section, and then the interface. Alright, administration is basically to manage your users, agents, branches, policies, and societies. This is where you would create a new society. So I'm just going to show that example. I'm just going to say custom society number SOC 99999. Let's call it John's Society. Okay, underwriter will say discovery. Commencement date is that. Member cover, let's give them 20,000 Rand cover. Joining fee, nothing. Premium, 150. John, phone number, street address, etc. So you save, John Society has been created. Okay, so that when you have a new policy, you can now choose John Society, okay, as a product. Alright, you also find John Society under the products, view all products. There's all the products, including John Society. It's an old John, here's new John. Alright, 20,000 cover, 150 premium. If you want to add another sub-product under John Society, you can do that. John 30k cover. Alright, John Society 30k cover, and let's say give them 10 members. Assured premium is 250, and it's 30,000 Rand cover. Just going to say 0 to 100. Save. Yes. We're going to add a spouse. 30, 0 to 100. I'm going to save. I'm going to add a dependent, 0 to 21. Let's say 15,000 Rand cover. 6 months waiting period. I'm going to save. And then extended. Let's give them 30 as well. 30, 6-month waiting period, 100. I'm going to say save. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go back to new policy. John Society. Now you can see you can either choose 30,000 Rand cover or 150 Rand cover, 20,000 Rand cover at 150 for John Society. So Society can have members with different policies, different premiums, different covers, if you want it to be that way, and they will all still fall under the Society. And when you add the members, they will then Where's John? There's John Society that we created. Okay, there's no members, but then each member will be listed there with their premium, each main member. Okay, the same as the rest. All right. Okay, I'm just going to go to administration. Start with the users. You can load the users there. Okay. So select a user, you can say edit, and each tick box here is the rights that you're giving the user. Administrator has full system privileges. Each tick box correlates with a button on the top here. Okay. Cashier, so cashier ideally just payments and search. Data capturer, new policy, claim schedule, whichever. So you will customize it according to your needs. Okay. Agents, if you've got agents in your organization that go and sell policies, you'll load them there, and then they will appear under the new policy there to link them to the policy so that they can get commission. Products we've covered. So each product that you want to have on your pamphlet will be added there. You can have 1+5 as a main category and a subcategory. You can have different 1+5s. Branches is just all your branches so that you can allocate a policy to a branch. So you can see which branches are performing and which branches are not performing. Okay, then we've got the reports, system reports. I'm just going to cover underwriter reports because there's many reports. I'm saying enforce, say all. So the system will generate a report of all the enforced policies. Okay. There you go. I'm going to go down to dev. Where's the dev one we created just now? It was at 846. You can double click and it will open the policy for you. It's going to go back to the reports. Okay, that was for all the branches, but you can also categorize it according to branch. Okay. Right, there's many reports. You can just play with them and see which reports you need. There's payment reports, who's paid, who hasn't paid, and so forth and so forth. Under administration, we've also got the bulk aid policies not paid. For which month? Let's say February. Loads, so it loads all the clients that haven't paid for February, and you can send them a bulk SMS, although the system can do it in the background automatically as well. Please come and pay for February. Right, and the system will send SMSs to each person listed here. Okay, check connection. Please, before you call us, make sure that the internet is working, that your internet and your Wi-Fi is on and it's working. Right, and then log out and then exit. Okay, last but not least, what was it, dev 846. If you wish to cancel the policy for some or other reason, you can cancel the policy there, or you can lapse the policy there. So I'm just going to say cancel policy, yes, policy cancelled. And you'll see that it reflects cancelled now. If you want to reinstate it, same thing. Reinstate policy, yes. Policy sent for authorization. Alright, policy reinstated, sent for approval. Just going to approve it. And then just to highlight again, everything that you do is recorded. Okay. The policy was cancelled, their claim was processed. That's where we uploaded the ID, policy reinstated over there, then the policy was approved. Just to highlight that part again. Thank you, and that's the system in a nutshell.